What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the newest studio album, and the third studio album from XXXTentacion. It's his first posthumous album, entitled Skins. This is a 10-track, pretty much 20-minute album. Uh, it reminds me a lot of 17, his first album, back in August of 2017. I want to say because just it being so short and I want to say that was under 20 minutes or just over 20 minutes. But yeah, XXXTentacion. Um, during his time alive, I don't. I mean, I liked him. Like I really loved 17. Question mark? Not as much as 17. His older stuff got into that after hearing him in uh, February, March of 2017, and just kept listening to him and listening to him, and got we had him all the way up until like July of this year in 2018. So I pretty much was listening to him for about a year and a half, and then he was fatally murdered in Deerfield, Florida. Uh, by I'm not sure if you knew the guys or not, but yeah, XXXTentacion. I guess you could controversial artist in the sense that his life outside of music and what he did in concert and while performing things like that. But for the most part, a very beloved artist. Definitely a disliked artist though. So polarizing is, I guess, a word I could use to describe him. But let's go ahead and get right into this. The first track is the introduction. Now, I'm guessing that this is X saying this because they're talking about how it's kind of eerie. First of all, with that robotic voice just coming in talking about coming to this album to release and escape and have inspiration, and you found it because now you're in my mind. So I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that that's X. He did that intro. The second track is Guardian Angel. You can just immediately, if you heard 17, if you heard Jocelyn Flores, then you just picked up automatically that this was Jocelyn Flores' sample with a beat in there and being played backwards. And he just talked about kind of what he talked about on that track, just heartbreak and how he apologized for hurting her. She took her life in a hotel, I believe they were staying in May of 2017. So just knowing little things like that about songs makes the song a little more heartfelt. If you don't, you can still feel a song, but if you know those little things about it, it just goes a little ways further. Track number three, Train Food. Man, what can I say, man? Very eerie piano on this beat. It really just helps like set the tone, like just paint a dark picture because this is a dark track. Like X talks about walking on his way home and how he ran into, I'm guessing, like the Grim Reaper or the devil, and they talked about self harm and and the devil asked him like, "How far away are you from home?" And he said about 30 minutes, and the devil kidnapped him, and he even told him that you shouldn't be like walking on your own or something like that. And then the devil kidnaps him. Uh, and X was just talking about how he remembers how he walked home that day, the path that he took, what he saw, the people that he saw that were just walking, talking, and everything, standing around. And when the when the devil just when he got X, he tied him to the train tracks, and X just woke up and he had no clothes on, and he was just there like screaming for help while the Reaper was the devil was laughing at him. He was just thinking about all the stuff that he took for granted, and the things that he thought was important or wanted in life, like a Maybach and Rollies and things like that. And you're saying like you could have had a son or a daughter. Now what are you gonna do? Because like time's running out and death is drawing near. And he was just thinking about dreams and ambitions as well, and things that could have been. If you keep hearing like trucks go by, it snowed like hell yesterday, so that's all that is. But yeah. And X was just talking about moments taken for granted, and the next thing you know, death arrives, and well, he time's just up, and the track ends. Very very dark. Then we get to the fourth track, which whoa, mine and all in parentheses. Um, man, this beat is just so. It's more upbeat, but it's not like it's more up. It's like the most upbeat track, well, sound beat on this project, but it's not like upbeat. Like you're still happy. This is still like kind of depressing. Like especially with the lyrics where actually just talking about how he wouldn't let go and how he wouldn't let his past stop him from shining and everything, and how he told his mom that he was going to, no matter what happened. Track number 5, Bad. It was a single to promote this project, and all I can really say is that it was just a song about a bad shawty. That's all it really is. Track number 6, Staring at the Sky. Here X was just letting it out. Like first he was just harmonizing, and then what does he say? Um, let your let your fear go or something, or let your anger, something like that. But he was letting anger out when he was like, "Dur, dur, dur," and then you had Travis Barker, I believe. Yeah, Travis Barker was on the drums like he was on Pain Equals Best Friend off of Question Mark, which is like probably my favorite track on that project because just that whole acoustic, then you just transition to screamo. It's like in Barker on the drums, like it just made it something else. I don't know what to call this track though because it's like it's not some kind of like it's not like hardcore, but it's not necessarily all noise. It's just um, I don't know like what to describe this track as other than him just letting anger out. Track number 7, 1 minute featuring Kanye West. This was Jay on his conscious shit, and what I mean by that is that like personally, like as far as like hiding shit from your other, and also on some guilt shit, and not hating, but him getting hated on or hatred being thrown towards him and X2. Like he even said like after you die, it's like they still throw stones at your grave. This was recorded. I believe this was recorded before X passed. Like what 4 days I think I read before X passed. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's like for him to say that if he'd have said that after X passed, that's one thing. But the fact that he said that before X passed, and for if it was 4 days that close before X passed away, it's like wow, that's kind of eerie. And Kanye was also talking about um death and owing, well, him being owed things, envy, and then you had X on here just fucking grunting. And honestly, this sounds like this could have been on KSG, Kids See Ghost, or Yeezus. Um, but yeah, track number 8, Difference Interlude. This was just X saying that, well, singing, kind of in a lo-fi, like I want to say muffled vocals that he just wanted to give his lady everything, no matter the distance, like fuck the distance. It didn't really matter to him. Uh, I want to say I read on Genius that this could be about his the mother of his child. I forget her name, Carmen or something Sanchez. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, that could have been about her. Track number 9, I Don't Let Go. I'm like, this was like this was upbeat in the sense that it was just very very fast, but it didn't have any sad or well for me it didn't have any sad or any happy vibes. It was just it was just like a fast pace, and X was matching that with his delivery, which pretty much what I can take from this track is that he made me laugh. Like X, like his delivery just made me freaking laugh. That's really all I can say about that track. And the last track on here, track number 10. What are you so afraid of, man? I just love this acoustic guitar here. It's so dreamy, not like in a, I guess you could say in a dream pop kind of way, like that lo-fi dream pop, not necessarily shoegaze, but just that acoustic, dreamy, atmospheric vibe that you get from this acoustic guitar. And X was just saying like, what are you so afraid of? Is it love or the fear of falling in love, but then wasting your time because it didn't work out and it was just that a waste of time. Um, it was just I just love this track. I got vibes of because of the acoustic primarily, because of Pain Equals Best Friend off a Question Mark. Like I got the acoustic vibes from that song on this, but on the track with Travis Barker, Staring at the Sky, well, at least where he was on the drums, Staring at the Sky, I got um, from the drums that just come in. Because when he got on those drums on Pain Equals Best Friend, that's one thing people said about that track. Travis on those freaking drums is just bow. But yeah, this is a step up for me from Question Mark. Now, this is a posthumous album. Now, I'm not sure if this was put together by Bad Vibes Forever or X's team or his mother having something to do with this. If this was already recorded and was going to be released as just an album while he was still alive, or if it was already, or if they just put this together, or if the way I'm thinking it happened, it was recorded, but then he he passed, and now it's a posthumous album. I'm not sure, but it's a step up for me from Question Mark. I'd give it a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10. Uh, I think I gave like a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10 out on 17, and that was one of my favorite projects of 2017 um, because I can. It is kind of all over the place, but it's so short, and there are really good tracks on here, so it doesn't leave much room for error. But he doesn't have some just fucking awful track on here for me. So yeah, and you got to count in the intro, then the interlude that was only like over a minute. So it was like, how much am I really like gonna take away or give to those if they're just like little interludes or introductions and things like that. So yeah, 6.5 to a 7 for me. A step up from Question Mark, but I still listen to 17 over this. But like I said, I'll listen to this over Question Mark. That's pretty much it, though. If you've heard this album, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. If you haven't heard this project, I definitely recommend that you check it out. And hit the like button if you like this review, share the review, subscribe to the channel if you're new and like the content that you see, and check the description. Yeah, I said subscribe, share, and all that. Check the description so you can see my social medias, my freaking PSN, everything. It's all down there. You'll find something to click on. Just further way to connect with me other than YouTube. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Rest in peace, X. And I will see y'all next time.